And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I wanted to do a special Sunday evening broadcast. I've been reading a lot of comments, getting a lot of messages from you guys, and I have become fully aware that in this time of holidays and celebrations and cheers, there are a ton of people who are without families, without friends, without social contacts to be with, to spend time with, to interact with. So I figured that today, on Sunday, November 28th, I would come on and do a, not do, have a moment with you guys. As the title says, we can feel lonely together. We can all come together in our loneliness. And then as a result, not be lonely anymore. That's the idea. So, welcome Jay, welcome Johanna, welcome Elena. We already have three people. That's awesome. Where are you guys from, Johanna, and Jay? Elena, I already know. Obviously, you're a regular. What's up, Adam? The king is back. HWL. You're a legend. I've been with you since the start, and I appreciate you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. It has been such a crazy journey from Big Boy Benzu to Wounded Viking, from all different types of content. Papuna Official, what's up, man? What's up, Jay? It's crazy. Like, I feel the amount of just loneliness and separation and people feeling isolated in this world, especially now in times of COVID lockdowns. It is, I think, of the utmost importance that we try to come together through any, mean that we have to our disposal. And I spent a lot of time thinking how I could do that, how I could make a video about that, talking about that, trying to give people hope. But the thing is, if I make a video in which I talk about being lonely and I try to give you this epic motivational speech, at the end of the day, it's a moment. And when the video is over, it's over. So I wanted to try and do something interactive like this, where we could maybe come together and share our stories. Share, people can come in and talk about what happened to them, different paths of life. What's up, Jay? You wonderful Chinese person. I wish I could pronounce your name. Yuo? I don't know what all those signs mean, but I'm so happy that you're here. Loneliness is a terrible poverty. Well, that's one way to put it. What's your PayPal? My PayPal ID is my email address. It's the same address that people can use if they want to get in touch with me anytime. So that's lorenz.treats@gmail.com. Belgia, what's up, Serbia? Good to see you again. I know that right now times are super polarizing and we feel like the world is coming to an end and there's more hate and war and conflict than ever. But I really urge you guys to look at the bright side of, I'm not going to say look at the bright side of life, just look at the bright side and remember that at the end of the day, if you're fortunate enough to have access to a Wi-Fi and you have a smartphone and you can tune in and we can all just like talk like this, I think that is an absolutely beautiful thing to have in this reality of ours, and we should celebrate that. What's up, Jordan Wesley? Where you from, buddy? Sarah Eunice Navarro Acosta. ¿Qué tal? Tengo el sentimiento que tú hablas español, pero no sé. Let's hear some stories, guys. Anyone that feels like sharing some stuff that you're going through, anyone that feels like talking about what they're going through, or something you want to get off your chest, or something you want to get some opinions on, feel free to share. Obviously, it's anonymous for you guys, so There's no consequences. Tenzin, my life feels over. I'm just so angry. Why though? What's up? Why? What are you angry at? USA. Where in the USA, Jordan? That's a big place. That's like me saying I'm from Europe. Check your PayPal. Let me check. I don't have anything yet, no man, but I'm sure whenever it comes in, it'll come in. Is living alone privilege or sad? It depends. Living alone in peace, I think, is better than living with people who are constantly putting you down or making you feel some type of way in a negative sense. So it just depends on. I don't think you can make a general rule. I'm sure that there's millions of people that wish they could live alone and live in peace, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people who wish that they could have a roommate or someone to talk to. Adam, I guess it's better to feel lonely than to be in an unhealthy or non-meaningful relationship. I agree, guys. We should never ever settle for something that is not truly ideal just to have someone there. I'm just living day to day, doing my thing, hoping someone awesome will come along soon. Adam, just keep working on yourself and keep putting yourself in a position to win, man. That's honestly the best piece of advice I can give you. Nothing positive is gonna happen by just sitting around waiting. So I would recommend you to put yourself in a position to be able to meet new people, to be able to get lucky. Action trumps all. So stay down till you come up, but in the meantime, don't be passive and keep working on yourself. Papuna, I got drunk yesterday, probably shouldn't have. I'm gonna do gallbladder removal in the very near future. Then I will not be able to drink for months, I guess. Man, good luck with the surgery. Why are you getting that done though? Is it because of the alcohol or is it just completely unrelated? Ohio, Jordan. Okay, so you're a Cavaliers fan. Tennessee. Last Thursday at 9 a.m. in the morning, I got attacked by a beggar. He broke my arm in two places. Jesus. God damn. So sorry to hear that, buddy. What happened after that? You did they arrest him? That's a terrible story, man. I cannot imagine the trauma that you must be going through right now. Oh man, my man Ali, I got your PayPal transfer, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting the channel, supporting my content. That really means a lot and goes a long way. Thank you so much. What's up, Tani? Jaguar, don't say it's not much, man. Like anything counts. Is and at the end of the day, it really is the gesture and the effort that counts. Jay Argonauts. I've always been lovely. I'm guessing it's because I was quiet, so I was bullied at school and into my adult life, but I try to remain positive, although it is difficult. You don't have a choice though. And the day that you stop trying to be positive is the day that you spiritually and emotionally die on the inside. So you got to get back up. I got knocked down so many times. I had so many surgeries, so many things going wrong. Every single thing that could have gone wrong in my case, in terms of my medical situation, went wrong. And I just kept getting back up and look at me now, man. On a Sunday night talking to you awesome folks. So at the end of the day, man, the true purpose of life is just not giving up. That's it. Nothing else. It's not travel, it's not fortune, it's not fame. It's just continuing to try day by day. That's all we can really do. So keep going, man. And understand that there's other people like there, just like you, who are also lonely and who also got bullied. So what you need to focus on is trying to connect with the people that can share your trauma, that can share the pain that you've had, that can share your hardships, and that can talk about it with you. J Argonauts, check out this app, man. It's called Meetup. Meetup is for free, and you could basically just go meet people in the city in a non-romantic manner. It's awesome. Jordan Wesley, new to the channel. What's your advice? What's up, Tony? John Doe, sound causes me ear pain after recent exposure to a loud noise at work. Only 20 years old. You've helped me gain a positive perspective. Thank you. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Sean. The thing is, now, the way I treat my cancer is I always talk about I want my cancer to be the best thing that ever happened to me. I would tackle it the same way if I was you. Like, you have to think maybe you are not meant to stay at that job or you are not meant to stay in that position. And in some way, shape, or form, this event, even though it's a negative event, has altered your course. It's like you were a star or like a meteor going one direction, and now you got bumped. You're going in a different way. Now it's up to you to make that future trajectory a positive trajectory. So even though I can imagine you're incredibly frustrated and hurt by what happened, this might turn out to be a blessing in the future, especially if you make it a blessing. So think about the things, the doors that have opened up due to what has happened. If even the door of realizing that health is the most important thing and that maybe that job wasn't it and you should focus on other things. HWL, I cannot get over my ex. We broke 8 months ago and I still think about her. I recently got out of hospital too because of psychosis and depression, so life has been hard. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you something. Your ex was not the one, otherwise, you would not have broken up, first of all. Second of all, us human beings are really good of basically falling in love with ghosts. And what I mean by that is, as soon as we break up with people, we tend to put those people on a pedestal. We highlight all their positive traits and we ignore and bury all of their negative traits like they never existed. So, right now, the person that you're remembering, the person that you're still obsessing over, is a ghost. That person never existed. This is a perfect figment of your imagination that your mind has created. It's like your brain is a supercomputer that has created this amazing movie highlight reel of your ex. But I'm here to tell you that she was never that. Okay. I've been through that, man. I had a breakup a long time ago where I was obsessing over a person for 2 years straight. So you're only 8 months in. Like, do better than me, man. Do better than me and learn to move on because another good thing is that type of heartbreak only happens once. You can only have your heart broken really that bad one time. It's like we somehow automatically develop this thicker skin or like this emotional parachute for the future. So cheer up, buddy. I made it. You'll make it. We're all going to make it. Just wanted to say hi. Keep it up. You're an inspiration. All the best. Appreciate you, Doom. Really mean that. What happened to your hair? I went to the hairdresser, buddy. I got it cut. Rigoberto, I wish more women were kind. Social media age has made most mean. Only the ones that have 10,000 followers, man. The issue is that 95% of men are chasing 5% of women because we basically prioritize looks and like a big ass and long hair and big lips. Like that's all we care about. And we turn those people into monsters because they're bombarded every day by attention, indecent proposals. So they lose touch of reality. They lose touch of what it's like to be kind, to be humble. So they turn into these mean spirited people who hurt you and who say nasty things and who ignore you. But that's like a small percentage. There's a bunch of women out there that are absolutely loving, amazing, beautiful beings. They're just not on Instagram, doing that silly ass pose with their heel up. You know what I'm saying? So look in other places that you go there. So get off of social media and you'll find there's a whole world out there with a bunch of amazing women that are just waiting to be met. Trust me. And stop prioritizing looks. I love you. I love you too, Ellie. Women choose to be angry when men has been nice to them. I don't know why. Not all. I'm a gentleman. I deserve the kind of woman. You do. Jesus, facts. My perception of women has been skewed by porn and Tinder experiences, and pursuing real life convos is so much better. I'm lonely at uni. All I do is study and work out, but I'm hopeful. Now, first of all, you're in uni, man. Don't focus on relationships or finding the love of your life. Focus on becoming the best version you could possibly be. You still got 70 years to hold hands and go to the movies and do boring couple night stuff. All right? Like, stop pursuing this Disney movie ideal of if I find love, I'll find happiness. A woman is not going to fix your issues. A woman is not going to give you this this pursuit of happiness that you're longing for. It doesn't work like that. Obviously, we're constantly being told it does work like that because of the music and the media that we take in. But really, man, you cannot expect the person to be the missing piece of your puzzle. You have to be the complete puzzle, and only then will you be ready to be with somebody else. Hi, Jesus, you're such a cutie. Let's hang out together. Hey, Jesus, looks like you got it going on over here. Glad to see you too, Jason. What's up? You're the goat. Thanks, Jaguar. I've been with my ex many times. Nothing changes, to be honest. Stop going back to your ex, man. Come on, that's the dumbest thing you can do. HWL, definitely. I don't want her back. I still miss her. I'm still in touch with her mother, and we're really close. It feels like I lost family. It sucks. Mm. Instagram is a cancer. Only if you allow it to be. Unfollow all of the things that make you feel negative. I used to have very negative emotions whenever I would go on Instagram, and then I just started unfollowing all the people that would make me some type of way. And now my feed is clean. I don't get triggered anymore because I don't see stuff that triggers me or makes me angry or sad. It's all up to you, though. You look like a bear in that jacket. Plot twist, I am a bear. Thank you for your tip. I will try to look for women in real life, but in real life it's harder to get in contact. I'm quite short and my face is ugly. Amen. Stop looking for the easy way out. Listen, man, like you're just expecting for your woman of your dreams to email you one day and be like, I'll be at the main plaza at noon. Like, dude, life is fucking hard. You're talking to a guy who had to go through years and years of rehab to learn how to talk and walk again, man. It's not supposed to be easy. If life was easy, it would be boring as hell. Imagine buying a video game and you basically get to the ultimate level in 15 minutes and you win. Would you recommend that video game? Would you tell anyone to play that video game? Exactly. I see my dad in the hospital today. He says to me, just take my hand and stay with me for a moment. So sad for him. But so beautiful that he has a loving daughter that is visiting him and cares about him and can actually go and give him a couple of minutes of relief. Elaine, I can tell you firsthand from a person that spent months upon months laying in a hospital bed, it means the world to people when you're in that situation. It means the world to us when people like you come and visit us. You don't. We're not expecting you to say much. We're not expecting you to give some type of like solution, but just your presence there means more to him than you can ever imagine. I can promise you that. Really though. What's the highest donation you ever got? $50. Tutorial slave. I've recently gotten into donating. Sometimes I'll donate up to 800 a month. For the time being, it feels amazing, but over time, the void returns. Tutorial slave, you cannot buy your way into happiness. This is gonna give you a temporary boost in terms of your serotonins, your endorphins, your what's it called? What's the term that I'm looking for? I'm blanking. There's another term for that. Dopamine. You're getting a dopamine spike, but that is not gonna be a long-lasting solution. A bear indeed, Tawny. What's up, girl? So is this true? Altruism or just casino empathy I'm practicing? Ah, yeah, I didn't even read that yet. Yes, it is. There's someone out there for everyone. I'm not looking though. Nor should you, my man. Yeah, video games is another thing. I quit that I used to game up to 12 hours a day. Well, that's good. That's one addiction less. Like a high. Exactly, guys. All right, I'm caught up. Beautiful. I hope I'm not talking too fast. No, see, exactly. I'm like big YouTube bear. Oh, we got 31 people in here. This is already shaping up to be a beautiful session. So, for those who are just joining, once again, I want to repeat that. I just want to do this to bring all the people together that are maybe feeling lonely on a Sunday, feeling isolated. You have the space here to come and express yourself, be yourself, talk, chat, ask anything. Yeah, go. Do you recommend Valencia after your trip? What was the best thing and the worst? I absolutely recommend Valencia. It is a very beautiful small town. It is actually incredibly safe compared to, for example, Barcelona. I felt very at ease, very safe at all times. It has a very low cost of living relative to Europe. People are kind, people are nice. It has not been overrun by tourism. So that those are all the things that I love about it. The park is amazing. If you're into parks and nature, it runs right through the center. Absolutely great. I'm legitimately, honestly, very impressed by with Valencia and the way it was. What was the worst thing about it? Hmm. The worst thing about it, honestly, I can't really. I guess the so like the actual like the core of the city is really nice, but then when you go outside of that core like city center, which is quite big, don't get me wrong. So it's like kind of like it's surrounded by this big belt of nature, like a park belt, if that makes sense. If you Google map it, you'll see what I mean. Then when you so it's like a big village within the belt. But then if you go outside that belt, it's not that pretty. It's like kind of like standard and just big ugly buildings. But that's like a minor. I wouldn't spend time there anyway. Been treated to two wounded Viking sessions today. Thanks, man. You're welcome, buddy. It is the season of giving after all. Another thing I see for myself, because I'm short, they laugh at me. I'm only 5'1". Plus, I got told I look 17 when I'm 22. Guess I age really slow. Jesus, you're gonna be so goddamn happy that you age slow. This is literally only gonna be an issue for about 3 or 4 more years. When all of your friends are 40 and you're gonna look like you're 28, people are they're gonna want to be you. So trust me, man, you're getting a great deal. You're getting a really good deal. Deal like dog, sure. That is the first and most important improvement the man has to make on himself. Learn to be alone. Learn to practice introspection and be honest. Be honest with the way you treat other people. Don't just always tell yourself that you're right. Learn to be kind. By the way, guys, if you want to support the channel, you're always welcome to click on the dollar sign below the chat box. It is called Super Chat. Send over $1. It goes a long way. If you appreciate the content and the live sessions, thanks, Tony. What would you suggest to people suffering from body image issues? Sorry. I would basically recommend you to if it has something to do with like to being too skinny or being too fat, I would recommend getting into the gym. For example, I didn't like my build when I was younger. I felt like I was too lanky and skinny, so I got into the gym. And what I love about the gym is you can control every aspect of it. If you put in the work, you're gonna change and sculpt your body. So your confidence and your self love definitely goes up when the wrapper of your soul, when the space shuttle of your soul, being your body, your meat vehicle, becomes more aesthetically pleasing. So that is one thing I would definitely recommend to a person with body image issues. Also, I would recommend you to lessen your social media intake because as long as you keep drinking the poison that is social media, you're going to have a hard time stepping outside of that perspective. If you're constantly being faced with perfectly looking Photoshop people, and where half of them take steroids and half of them did a bunch of plastic surgery, you're never going to feel good enough. So don't drink the poison. Work on yourself, and you'll be a whole lot better. What is your what is your opinion on improving social anxiety? It's not so much about improving anxiety as it is about understanding that the entire fucking world is pretending to be confident. Like insecurity is just an inherently deeply rooted thing in people's minds and souls. It's everywhere. So once you figure out that literally every single person that you encounter is insecure as hell on the inside, it gets really easy. That's the beauty of it. People are all just wearing masks. It's not that they're less anxious than you, they just know way better than you how to pretend that they're not. Confidence is a myth. Are you talking to Viking or me? What's your opinion? So nice to see you again twice in one day. I already smashed the like button. I appreciate you. Viking, weren't you almost robbed in Valencia when you filmed yourself? No, that did happen there. But I was in the absolute touristy city center and like I was holding my camera. But it was just some pickpockets trying to take my stuff. Like obviously in any type of like relatively big city, there's gonna be some pickpockets. Um, compared to Barcelona, though, again, like it's a whole different story. Like Valencia is like the safest place on earth. Last time I went to Barcelona, I went to lay down in the park and someone tried to steal my shoes, man. Crazy. Tired of that shit. What's up, Divine Mind? What's up, Joseph? Divine Mind. Let's not talk about Corona and COVID. I want to keep this positive, and that is just yet another polarizing topic. Tawny, thank you so much, girl. Wow, $2. I really appreciate you. You don't know how much that means to me. I know times are hard, and for you to come out of your pocket and put money towards my channel and me really means the world. It's people like you keeping this thing going. So thank you, Tawny. Everybody in here should thank Thani. Thani. My girlfriend has started an OnlyFans, and a lot of people are paying money to her. What shall I do about that? I don't like it, but she will not remove her account. You gotta walk away from that, man. She belongs to the streets. She belongs to the world. You never had her to begin with. She is addicted to the attention. She's addicted to the adoration, and she wants quick money without having to really do something for it. So that also tells you everything you need to know about her self worth. So the only right thing you can do is walk away from that situation, oh man. Respectfully, don't be mean, don't rub it in. Just tell her I wish you all the best, and that's it. Walk away. That's the best advice I could ever give you. That's all I have on my card. Wow, Tawny. The thing that you literally gave me your last bucks is like so incredibly humbling. Thank you so much. What's up, John B? How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Megan Cheek, hello. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for joining me. This is a long shot, but do you have any advice on growing beyond the circle that you grew up in and finding inner peace with who you are now? The only way you're going to be able to outgrow the perception that has been created of you by your peers and by your surroundings is by uprooting yourself and going to a different space. That's what Sartre, the philosopher, said meant when he said people are hell. He means that as long as you are around people, especially people that you know, you are a prisoner to their perception of you. Everybody has attributed certain characteristics and traits to you, personality traits, I mean, and they expect you to be that way. And you are aware of that consciously and subconsciously, so you will always act that way to appease their um their expectation of you. So I would recommend you to travel by yourself, no friends, and you're gonna realize that as soon as you travel and get on a plane and land somewhere, your whole being, your whole personality is gonna be like a blank canvas that you will be able to fill into your liking, which is such a beautiful thing when you think about it. So you could be, if you're shy now, you can be extrovert then. If you are loud enough now, you can be emotional and sweet then, you can just be whoever you want. So that's what I would recommend you to do. You're welcome, Tawny. What's up, Emily? Of course I remember you, John. I remember all my original members. Agreed. Only no fans is a no-go, red flag. Yeah. I'm all for like, you know, female emancipation and stuff, but I feel like we should really draw the line at prostitution. That's where it gets like a little bit, especially when people try to disguise that as empowerment, as if by selling your naked pictures and selling amateur porn, you're somehow empowering yourself or you're, loving yourself. It's actually the absolute opposite. So there is that. What's up, Daniel Hood? For those who are just joining, I want to use this opportunity, this moment, for people to just come together, share their stories, and talk about whatever you want to talk about. This is a judgment free zone, and we can talk about anything you like. Wounded Viking speaks truth. Very smart guy, especially for his age. Thank you, man. Hey, I'm kind of new to the channel, but it seems pretty chill. Well, It is chill most times. Back in the day, I used to yell at the mic a lot. Had a lot of angry videos. I was trying to be Tony Robinson, but I've definitely mellowed out with age, and I realized that it's nicer to be kind than to be too rude. So I hope you like it here. Hope you find a YouTube home here. No soul, one's body. Please stop sex. No sex, please. Stop reproducing. Our divine mind, you are certainly bringing the positive vibes today. I would love to go to a party with you. Lexi, is it bad that you want to live close to family? I moved around 10 hours away, so I only see them about 3 times a year. I do have the chance to do and go wherever you want. Everything seems so hard so far away. Um, there's nothing wrong with wanting to live close to the family. You should absolutely go for it and move closer to them because that's what you seem to need right now. Um, if everything seems hard so far away, then just go closer to them again. You made that choice, you tried it, so now you can rest at night and know that you actually gave it a go. So you did the right thing. You gave it a go, but it wasn't for you. So now you can go back in peace and know you're not missing on anything. Holy shit. Wow. Tutorial Slay. Thank you so incredibly much, dude. That is an absolutely bonkers donation. I literally haven't had that in years. So thank you so much for the 20 euro donation, man. You are an absolute hero for that. Appreciate you appreciating me and recognizing my value and showing me support. So I'm gonna do it. Wait, she will quit. She said when she has a lot of money from OnlyFans, she should remove it right away, dude. She's not gonna quit. All right. And I told you, it's you need to move on. There is no other way around it. And she's never gonna quit, by the way, ever. Frankly, I've basically given up. So your stream is a window into a brighter, more optimistic, worth worthwhile reality that could have been, but won't in my case. I just wanted to show my appreciation for your precious time. Damn, man. I mean, I guess I should be happy and I wanna say that I am, but that I would be lying if I said that didn't make me a little bit sad to hear that you feel like, you know, it's like you don't even feel like you deserve a chance at happiness anymore. Like you just have accepted your fate, and that makes me incredibly sad, man. I know you said you've given up, but I would really ask you to reconsider and at least give it a go, man, every single day. Like at least try to better your situation a little bit, one step at a time. And once you can, once you try and put forward your best effort again, you never know what type of domino reaction might happen. So I really urge you to try and find it in your inner core, not to give up. And frankly, man, to be honest with you and to keep it 100% real, I think you and I both know that deep down inside you haven't given up yet. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I think that you are kind of using me as a way to remind you of something that you've forgotten, but is still there. So I hope I could do that for you tonight. And I hope I could remember you of something that you at some point wanted to be and know deep down inside you still can be. But it starts with you, man. At the end of the day, you're going to have to make that first move. And maybe you've already did by making that donation and sharing that heartfelt message with me. So I just want you to think about what you just did and why you donated that. And that maybe instead of talking to me, you were talking to yourself. And I'm just kind of like, you know, being a ventriloquist or that. Ventriloquist, did I say it? I'm not native English, man. I don't know. I'm just being honest, wounded Viking. Your worldly wisdom at a relatively young age never ceases to amaze me. I appreciate you. Wow, thank you so much, Jordan Wesley. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for recognizing my value and supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Some people say to be your true self, but when you're your true self, people reject you. What is your perspective? My perspective is that there are 7 billion people on this world. So even if 100 have rejected you, that still leaves 6.9999999 billion left to not reject you. Keep trying, keep being yourself, and understand that you don't have a choice. You can only be yourself. So don't ask the question because there's only one way to go. It's like you're trying to either go to the left and walk down this path or run into a brick wall. Let's not run into the brick wall. Let's continue to be ourselves and let's continue to understand that if we do that, people will appreciate us for it. Unless we're sociopaths, then we deserve not to be liked. But I don't think that's the case with you, all right? I like your new haircut. You look even younger. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Nyla B. Hey, I'm joining for the first time. Do you have any tips for overcoming the fear of not finding the right person and not starting family with them? How can we have more trust in our choices? Honestly, Mila, I feel like in that case, I would first of all say if you know, you know. But also, I would say that it could help you a lot to actually practice some serious introspection and try to like physically write down on a piece of paper what you would expect. Because a lot of people, they can tell you what they don't like, but they can't really tell you what they would like. So try to figure that out for yourself first. Try to be honest and literally to write down the traits or the situation more or less that you would be looking for and that you would be okay for settling in. And once you've done that, you might actually figure out that what you're looking for was already there right in front of you in a lot of cases or not. And then you just continue to go on your path and understand that the holy grail of being happy is not finding the love of your life. This is not a Disney movie. It doesn't have to be like that. Don't look too hard. Just really try to be yourself. Try to be yourself. Try to be good. Try to be kind. Put yourself in a position where you're able to meet other people, where you're able to get lucky, and whatever takes place will take place. But again, it's up to you. Figure out what you want first before saying what you don't want. And about the third part of not finding the right person and not starting a family with them, like if again, if you feel fear when you look at someone and you get frightened by the idea of having that person's kids, then I don't think you should. I don't think you should, because then it's gonna become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Lexi Reed, stuck in the lease. That's the bad part. I live with my boyfriend and his dad. I just feel like I can't make my boyfriend sad, happy. He's always upset. He's always miserable. Lexi Reed, you need to get out. That is a highly toxic situation. I could give you a long ass speech, but the short answer is get the fuck out. Get away from his dad. Talk to your boyfriend. Make him explain that his father is poisoning you and your relationship and that you need to go and have your own place. It is never a healthy situation to move in with a parent unless that parent is like in need of help and sick and stuff like that. But in general, it's a terrible, terrible idea, man. And you need to make a change, and you're strong enough to do it. That's why you came in here today and asked that question, and that's why I'm telling you to do that. Fox Widener. One thing that will always amaze me is the diversity in people and their mindsets, which is also needed. Absolutely. You're welcome, Mila. Tutorial Slave. Thanks for the feedback. Also, ventriloquist is right in a very apt image. Thank you, kind sir. On another note, is it true that YouTube takes a huge bite out of each donation, up to one third of it? Yes, sadly so. If you donate through the Super Chat app, for example, $30, then YouTube takes $10. So I get 20. And then I proceed to get taxed again by YouTube for that 20 as well. That is true. So in that case, if someone, I'm just putting it out there, if anyone else wants to make a donation and wants to not give that chunk of money to YouTube, you can use PayPal. That is my PayPal ID right there, marens.trees@gmail.com, because YouTube indeed does take 30% of every single super chat donation plus tax. So actually, it takes like literally 45%. Yep. um, I believe in you all. I love you and thank you forever. Hugs, hugs, hugs. That's beautiful, Tony. Rigoberto, do you think it's a frightening thought that you never know what really goes on in the mind of your loved one I mean, people cheat and lie all the time. You never really know someone. Honestly, I feel like that's just kind of like that's the deal when you sign up for a relationship. First of all, um, you understand that you cannot control the outcome. You cannot control the person, obviously, nor should you. And I think that's the beauty of love. You don't have guarantees. If you had guarantees, it would be really boring. I think you want to see if it works out, if it can get to that level and transformed from infatuation and sexual attraction into like a deep rooted love that you would feel for your mother and father as well, in a non weird way. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to figure out like is that person, I can imagine like that's how it should be. Like you go through all those stages from infatuation to like a more mellowed out, like deep type of like love or respect type of thing. And then you go into that place where it's like, I want to make a human with you. I think that should be the proper order in my romantic mind, of course. So, no, man, it's not a frightening thought at all. It's actually a beautiful thought. Wounded Viking is a great advert for Belgium. Much respect. Hey, man, shout out to my country, Belgium. We out here talking to 32 people on a Sunday now. We got 51 likes. Life is good. We got already $25 in donations, which is massive, 25 euros. So thank you again to Tutorial Slave for that, who's an absolute boss. And thank you again for Jordan Wesley, who's an absolute boss. Control, here we go. That's fucked up. You should get all the money. Yeah, I know. I know, man. But I mean, girl, but it is what it is. ¿Qué tal, María? Mi mexicana favorita. ¿Cómo estás? Divine mind, here we go. Control the mind, guys. Control your desires. Whom you think is your lover or loved ones are your critical point. Be free, control the simulation. You started out rough with the whole like COVID is a hoax thing, but then I like it. I like it. I'll allow it. This is some good shit. I agree with that. I actually fully agree with that. I'm listening to the Halo soundtrack and it's also inspiring and perfect. So what, you got, like, the Halo soundtrack in the back of in the in the background, and then you got me talking over, doing motivational speeches. "You should put yourself in a position to win. Love is out there." And then you got these epic horns blowing in the back. Let me tell you a secret, alright? Because I love that you just said that, Lexi. So you see these things, you might wonder why I have those. So I'm actually I'm not listening to my own voice. It's just plugged in. There's no mic here. This is the mic. So what I'm doing is I don't hear my own voice. It's simply connected to my MacBook, which is down here. The camera is here. And on my MacBook, I'm playing this epic piano playlist. Like all this acoustic, like slow, but good piano, like cheery piano, sometimes like a little bit. So it's like I feel like I'm literally doing like a live show, like I'm rapping to you guys, and I have like the instrumental playing. You don't hear that; you just hear my voice, and I can't play it on here because goddamn YouTube would demonetize me. But that's what I'm doing. So in a way, maybe it fits so well with your soundtrack because I'm also talking to the flow of the music. So even though you don't hear my music because you have your own music, it fits. Does that make sense? Did you just follow my train of thought? I hope someone followed that whole thing I just said because I feel like that made perfect sense. But I feel like maybe a lot of people are like thinking I am talking crazy. Sorry if you covered this, but what are your thoughts on moving to Spain after your week visit? I want to move. I want to go there, but it's not possible yet, logistically. So yes, I want to. What's up, Dulce? How you doing, girl? Valenzuela. Ooh, that's a nice name. Hurukan, your videos help bring back a side of me, lost the bitterness and living in a negative environment. Thanks a lot, man. Huracan, that's why we're here, Playboy. We rose from the dead, started from the hospital bed. Now we're here, having a blast on life, man. Life is beautiful. Don't be bitter and don't be negative. Don't drink the poison. Life is a movie, man, and you get to star in it, and you get to be the hero that lost it all and fell down, man, in a hole, and then you crawl back out, and you can be epic. So you can write your own story. It's never too late. Are you at all interested in Matrix 4, philosophically speaking? Yes. And also entertainmently speaking, even though that's not a word. Rigoberto, I guess I have the problem trying to control everything, which is unrealistic, tiring, just wasted energy. Yep. See, you're figuring it out. You're actually understanding and, basically, what's the word? Realizing? No. Understanding that you are a control freak. So now the question is, what are you going to do with that information? That's the whole thing about introspection. You get to actually pin down who am I, what am I doing right or wrong. And then once you figure out what you're doing wrong, you're already ahead of 99% of people in the world. They never get to that point. So now you get to actually decide. It's like one day you realize, hey, I'm a douchebag. Like, I'm not a nice guy. I'm shitty to people. I act mean. And then it's up to you. Like, up until that point, it wasn't really your fault. You were just, doing whatever, being who you thought you were. But then when you realize, you get to decide if you want to keep doing that or not. I'm a big fan of the Matrix. I don't think you are. Now you are. Break the Matrix, be God. Okay. I'm turning your train of thought into a PowerPoint as we speak. Hey, send me that PowerPoint though. I want copyright. Do you prefer Hispanic women to Belgian women? I probably do. I love the song. Have you put up your tree yet? No, no, man. I put up my tree last year with my girl. She was the one into all of that stuff. So now you're hitting me in the feels. Haven't done it yet. I'm not really that person who does those things. Thank you for your advice. What's up, Kafisa? How you doing? How far is your apartment from your parents' house? It's literally like a couple of minutes by car. Very close. It's a small town where we live in. We are almost 48 minutes in. Anyone that has not hit the thumb up yet, feel free to hit the thumbs. I completely understand not everyone has the means to financially support the lives and the channel, which is totally fine. I totally get it. But the thumb doesn't cost you a penny. So if you do appreciate me trying to like make a change and make an effort and try to put forward a positive, wave out there in the universe, take those 2 seconds to just like hit the thumb. And that is all that I ask. And then we're super cool and we're just like in perfect symbiosis here. Wouldn't it financially be better to live with them? Oh man, you are coming with the real questions today, sir. All right, so context. This guy just asked how far my parents' house is, where I used to live for years. And now he's asking me, and I told him it's like 2 minutes away. And now he's asking me why I'm not living there to save money. I have thought about that, and they've actually literally like invited me to move back in with them. But even though I am paying so much money on rent right now, which is definitely crippling me financially, um, I'm 33 years old, and I understand that if I move back in with them again, I will once again be a son, a boy, a kid, because that is the context in which I have always lived with them. I will always be my mom's son. I will always be my dad's son. They raised me. They changed my diapers. They fed me. So no matter how much of a man I become, if I live with them, I will always go back to like that role, and I will subconsciously act a different way as well. I will be less mature, less responsible. I will take it more easy. My mom literally cooks for me. Like she'll put my food in front of me, and I'm just like, all right, you know what I mean? Like this happens. She does my laundry and all these things if I'm living there, and I just take it because that's always how it's been, And maybe that's on me. That's like, but that's why I am choosing to stay here and live by myself because I'm an adult, and adults pay rent, and adults get their shit together, and adults figure it out and find a way to make it all balance out. So that is why I'm choosing the quote unquote hard way instead of the more financially easily way. Have you taken a DNA test and how was your experience? No, I never took a DNA test. I did do a test to see who my ancestors were. I was gonna make a whole video about it, on whether or not I'm actually Viking, if I'm Scandinavian, and it actually turned out I was, and then I proceeded to never actually make the video. So I had people calling me out in the chat box like, "You never made that. You never, because I announced that I would do a DNA test to talk about my like where I was from, and I said I would, and then I never did the video, even though the results said that my mom is Scandinavian. So I guess now I have, and then I never wanted to tell you guys because I thought it would be a cool video that I could like monetize and make some money with. But then I never made that video because I thought it was stupid content. But now I'm telling you. So now you know. In this official today on November 28th, I am announcing that I did do the test like a year ago, and I'm Scandinavian, part Scandinavian. You're looking even bigger and stronger. Thank you, man. I hope you don't feel lonely joining now. Please know anything you're going through, there is someone who will listen. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. How could I be lonely with all you beautiful people here, though? You can look around and live cheaper where you are. I'm good, though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Just catching up on the comments, guys. Yeah, there's something weird about waking up as a 30-year-old man in a bedroom you slept in from childhood. Exactly. That's literally I would sleep in the room where I'd been since I was a literal baby. So that energy is real, guys, and that energy will capture you and turn you into that again. I'm speaking from experience. Mm, I understand that, but you could live with your parents and save up all that money you pay for rent to use for your Valencia move. Oh man, maybe. Look, man. At the end of the day, I might anything is still possible. I'm just giving it a go like this right now, and soon we'll see. We'll see what's up. Where in Scandinavia are you from? So I'm actually Belgium. I'm Belgian from Belgium. But so I did like a DNA test. I let both of my parents do a DNA test, and it turns out that my mom is part Scandinavian. It didn't even say which country. I know that sounds sketchy and vague as hell, but I promise you it was like a legit test and it showed all the parts of the world, but it doesn't say whether you're Danish or Norwegian, for example. It's just like marks the area on the map where you're from. I slowly ruined my high school experience, and most of it is my fault too. I still have a year to go, and it gives me so much anxiety. Any tips on facing people who dislike you? What can I do? Understand that people are not inherently bad people, and a lot of them will forgive you if you just like try to be kind, because it sounds like you fucked up and you know it, and you like people think that you're a shitty person now, dude or girl. There's gonna a lot of people will actually for like if you just act different and act more kind, they'll give you another chance. Like have faith in people's like ability to be nice and kind. Seriously though. When you were out of high school, did you have any university plans? Yeah, I went to college. I got a bachelor's in communication management and public relations, and then I went and got a master's degree in Barcelona of um, international business management. But I hate that master. I feel like I didn't learn anything, and I know, and it was just like a stupid marketing stuff and trade and business that I don't like at all. And but ironically, that piece of paper got me a couple of really good jobs before I got sick. For example, I worked for BP Oil for more than a year, and I got in because of that master. So that's how the system works. But then I ended up hating the job and I quit anyway. I walked away. Viking, are there any life choices of your parents particularly of are there any life choices of yours that your parents particularly disapprove of? Um, I think definitely maybe my mom would like me to get like a more stable direction sometimes in life in terms of like what I do and what I consider my job and things like that. But Overall, they're super supportive, super like we're really good. Obviously, we went through the whole cancer thing together. My mom was the person that literally carried me through. Like I've talked about that in a couple of videos. Like she would be next to my bed every day from 9 in the morning till 9 in the evening. She would bring me home cooked food, just sit there, always like take care of me. So I was never like alone in the hospital. So my mom literally carried me. She put me on her back. So we're like good for life, you know. And even though that she would like me sometimes to do something like more traditional again, instead of being a YouTuber. um, it's not like it's a recurring topic. I do know that she wants that, but at the same time, she always supports me and loves me. And my dad is the man. My dad is a man. He's the coolest guy ever. Cancer definitely has brought us a lot closer to our whole relationship has changed because of that as well. Like we got way tighter because he was always the guy who would push my wheelchair and would take me out to walks. After I got home from the hospital, like he would always take me to the forest. We would drive to the forest. He would put me like, and we would walk for like 20 meters, and I would be dead. Like I couldn't, I would not be able to stand up anymore. And then that was it. We would get back in the car and drive home, stuff like that. And then as I got better and better, I started walking with him 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers, six, and we just went on these crazy hikes all the time together. And I got stronger and I got healthier again, and I trained my leg. Like, right, I was in a wheelchair. I was in the hospital for months, suffering, worst time of my life. Like absolute torture. Just super in pain all the time. A bunch of tubes in me, a stomach tube to feed me, like not being able to eat anything, like my leg all fucked up in a wheelchair. And we came home from the hospital, and he like put me in my car, so I could drive, and that was like the biggest thing for me, you know, to be able to be in a fucking car again after 4 months in the hospital, being in a hospital bed, and like living in sheer terror. I, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was the most beautiful thing. And that's my dad, He'll put me like my mom was like, don't do that. It's not safe. It's not responsible. He's not even like clear in the head yet. And my dad was like, no, he let him have it. So it was awesome. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Was your salary at BP Oil higher than now? Yes, it was. It was a couple of times higher. Yes. My main source of income, you're looking at it, man. You're looking at it. And obviously I coach my clients, so I have a mentorship service where people pay me per month, and I talk to them 30 minutes per um 30 minutes per time and twice per week. So they each get two 30-minute conversations where we talk about what's going on with them and how we can better their situation. And then I also have to, not have to, I text with them on WhatsApp daily. I talk to them daily. I stay on top of it, super like, I stay really tight on top of it so I can give dynamic advice and really see and help, in terms of what's happening, and give like opinions when they are needed in a short period of time. So, and then that's going really well as well. So I'm focusing now on getting more clients and getting more people to, that can work with me. But that's already going decent. I'm very ambitious, so that's why I say decent at this point. But I want it to go even better because that's what I like to do. In essence, I like to help people, and like I have a very strong sense of empathy, connected to a high emotional EQ. So I'm very problem solving as well. So I can hear somebody talk about what's wrong, and I can really come up with like a real plan in terms of like actual things to do, not just some vague shit like, go meditate and write ten things down about yourself that you like very practical advice. Luna Viking is clearly very intelligent. John, you always got the compliments on deck, huh? How does it feel that you help and inspire people despite whatever negative feedback you get? I don't get that much negative feedback. Yesterday, somebody told me he wish I got cancer again, though. Somebody sent me a DM on Instagram. I was like, damn. It hadn't been, that had been a while since that had happened. I don't really get a lot of hate. I'm really lucky. Parents must be very proud. Thank you, man. Walking through the woods is good for everyone. Yes. I'm envious of the relationship you and your father have. Mine is still alive, but a piece of shit. Only useful to take care of our family dogs with Rod. Damn, man. Harsh words. Me and my dad used to go for long drives in the car listening to music. It was awesome. Yeah. Sorry for that, Turtle Slave. Sorry to hear that things with your dad are not cool. Yo, I was shocked when I saw you with short hair in the thumbnail. Would you ever consider, hey man, I had to get the cut. I was tired of that long hair shit, really though. It was too much work and I had to wash it every day, take care of it, comb it. I got hair everywhere. I got hair on the couch, hair in my bed. Like it was getting thin. I was so tired of it. You have no idea. Every time you have to put it together when you're eating, like when you're brushing your teeth, it's always in the fucking way. I'm really happy I cut my hair. Like I want to make that clear. Would you ever consider penning a novel or picking up where you left off with the Bateman Project? Oh my god. How do you know that? Did I actually say that? Yeah, I made a CD like a music album like 10 years ago. I was rapping. But we're not gonna talk about that. Not today. You look like a completely different person now. You think that love exists? Yes, absolutely. I miss him so much. Amen. Shout out and rest in peace to your father, M Moon. He lives on through you, man. He lives on through like who you are, and like you're telling stories about him, listening to music with him. So he's still there. Where can I find your coaching? Jordan Wesley, you have to email me at this email address. That's me, and then we talk. So I obviously I'm not gonna like talk about. I don't want to talk about business when I'm on this live. I want to keep it chill, but that's my email, lorenz.trees@gmail.com, and we can make it happen, man. If you wanna, I'll tell you all the details and everything, how it works. How do you deal with unreasonably angry people or Karens? Again, I don't deal with that many. I guess I just don't attract it. What the fuck? What an idiot. Yeah, but like the guy that told me to get that he hoped I got cancer again, that literally I'm telling you, it had been months before that since someone said something shitty. So I don't want it to sound now like I'm getting internet bullied because it's like the opposite. People fucking love me. There's rarely ever any trolls on your channel. That's what I'm saying. I literally never in the 5 year span of my YouTube channel, I've maybe had like five people. When I was beefing with men going their own way and GTO Nick, what's it called? Nick Tao? When that was happening, then I had like a few people on me. They were on my neck in the comments and talking all types of shit. But that's like that died down again and only like someone's saying it, AD Jack, only when the NGTOW incident happened. Okay, for those who don't know, I guess I'm saying it wrong. It's like NGTOW, that's how you say it. So this is a group of people. They are called men going their own way. So they're basically like they're like, you know, I would call it like feminism for men, but also like they don't even want to deal with women. They're just like we're good living without a girl in general. I hope I'm not explaining it and people are not gonna come in and get angry again. Anyway, I made a video about it, calling it out. It wasn't even that serious to me. I literally did not do much research, and it was funny. And then the people, yeah, they got angry as hell, and they got on me. You're on a streak with these lives, bro. Thank you, man. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I've been busting my ass. This is my literal eighth live session in 7 days. Mm-mm-mm. See, this is why I'm turning it up. I'm trying to get this mentorship service to blow, to grow. I'm out here grinding, man, trying to get views up, trying to get interaction up, every motherfucking thing. I love it. And I just love talking to you guys and reading the comments. I read them all. Those who are certain, okay, I'm not gonna. Divine Mind, you distracted me, man. You're a Ragnar Lodbrok type, where he was always on the prowl for conquests. You seem to guide people towards their inner true selves. That's quite the accomplishment. Wow. Thank you, man. Dude, you should write a book or something. You are Heisenberg, bro. Viking from Breaking Bad. Drake them who Drake you. All power, no mercy. Oh, you're funny. Please always remember united in your love. Thank you, man. I like that comparison. Let's see what Lawrence has to say about it. I mean, yeah, Heisenberg drove Viking from Breaking Bad. I don't really. I hope you're doing well. All good, my man. Is it egoistic if I'm in a relationship that I know is not going to work? Yes, get out. See, you already know it, man. You're already asking me, knowing the answer. You just need me to say it. Yes, it's shitty to be in a relationship when you know you don't want to be with him. Let him go. Why do I only fall for the women that doesn't completely want me? It's like I want the unavailable ones because we love having the people that turn us down that we don't feel good enough for because then we feel like we maxed out in life and that's what all we want to do. It's like our biggest fear. We have a FOMO of missing out on like the best partner we could possibly have. We're constantly walking around comparing our partner and then like to other people, and then when we see someone that we think is like better than our partner, we start like getting insecure, and we poison the whole beautiful thing that we have because we're superficial as hell. So women that are turning you down, women that are making it clear to you that you're not interested, that they're not interested in you, they make you feel like, they're out of my league, out of my level. So if you could be with them, you would feel like, okay, I hit my ceiling. You understand what I'm saying? So they make you feel like that because they know that you will have that reaction and you will consider them a gem, something rare, something that is not easily available. Was your cancer genetic or random? Apparently random. I see no disfigurement, just a cool dude. Thank you, man. Please don't stay in a relationship for any reason if you feel it's wrong. Did you have a great night out yesterday? Friday I did. Friday was fun. Yesterday was okay. Kept it chill. Abuse hides behind closed doors. You're not alone. Have you ever been addicted to anything? Porn, drugs? Not really. Not like addiction. Wounded Viking will have a new girlfriend very soon, assuming it's what he wants. I don't know, man. VDR, how do you find Valencia? I lived there all my life, but moved to another country 3 years ago. Dude, I loved it. I thought it was very safe, very good, warm weather, relatively low cost of living compared to the rest of Europe. Very nice people, kind people, beautiful people. Not too touristy, not too busy, not too packed. I actually really liked it. I went to Mia, the club, MYA, supposedly to be like the best club of Valencia. So you know that place. Also, tell me if you would like. Why did you leave, and what do you think about it, Rico? Where do you think you would be now if you didn't get cancer? Oh man, I have no idea. I have no idea. I like to believe and I like to think, I like to say that I'm better off now than I would have been had I, you know, I tend to try to tell myself I would have turned into this like typical overweight sales manager with like two kids and an unhappy marriage, potentially doing coke to hit sales targets. Because that's what like I was doing sales before I got sick. That was like the path I was on. So I don't know. Yeah, I bet a lot of females write you on Instagram for a relationship. I'm okay, man. It's not that crazy to what you think. Have you ever seen the big picture? No. Guys, if you haven't hit the thumb up yet, I would appreciate that. We are 1 hour and almost 9 minutes in. If you want to keep this live going a little bit longer, hit that thumb. We can stretch it out a little bit. Are you an agnostic, atheist, believer? What is your thought on spirituality? I'm not really like an atheist. I definitely believe that there's more. Like, I believe in energy. I believe in just things having some type of like meaning in a sense. I don't believe necessarily in faith, but I am like, I do feel like some things are not coincidences. I'll put it like that. But I don't believe in like a Catholic Christian God and things like that. I'm actually profoundly deaf, but I can hear the live stream through extremely amplified headphones. We all have our crosses to bear in life. Really? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that, John. Wow. What is the reason for life, do you think? Oh man. To survive and to keep trying. That's it. To try. That's what I would say. To try. Wow, guys, this has been quite the intense. Do you believe we're all equal? I don't think it matters that much. Like when you ask that question, I think that the whole equality thing is just something that we have created, but it's like in the grand scheme of things in life and what we truly are on this planet. Like we're literally just like a species on a rotating cloth of Earth, and we're just like little insects on just a little rock. You know what I mean? So when you say, of course, we are not all equal. That's impossible. Some people are incredibly gifted, like in genetical ways. Like you can't say that. I guess we all have equal value as human beings, but we're not equal in terms of like our abilities and just like you know what I mean. We're equal in the sense that every human life has should have the same worth, but we're not equal in the sense that like we can perform the same way, or we are more prone to survive and more prone to like you know what I mean, like to have those genetical traits. Do you think capitalism will collapse? Oh man, you're hitting me with the big questions. I don't think so, man. I think we're gonna keep it going. It's a blessing that I can hear the live stream thanks to technology. Hey, and I'm happy as hell with my mic too, man. The quality is so crisp now. It's such a like nice, smooth quality. And I know I'm bragging because it's my own shit, but I've who knows like who's in here has been around long enough to know that I used to do these lives on the literal mic of the MacBook. It would literally sound like I was talking to a microwave. I would just talk to the MacBook, and now I got this mic set up with the mixing panel, and the audio is so much crisper and nicer and softer and gentler and like podcast radio like. You guys don't know how much pleasure I out of figuring that one out. How much pleasure I got out of figuring that one out. Capitalism will always exist. It's a great motivator. Do you think that doing good things to other people will get you good things and doing bad things will get you a miserable life? Or is it just something people make up? I mean, there's definitely the law of like we are putting forward negative energy that it can get up to you. So if like if you're going around beating people up, yeah, chances are you're more likely to get beat up. You know what I mean? So there is a definitely a karma in that direct sense. And I think if you're a shitty person behind closed doors and like in a mental way, sooner than later, you'll also be a shitty person in like some type of action you do. So it'll catch up to you, and that's what they call karma, I think. So like you can really explain karma in like an statistical, analytical type of way. 75 likes, damn, we're going up. So glad you're here. Thank you for sharing yourself with us. I'm happy too, man. All right, guys. It looks like things are coming to an end because we're getting a little bit slow here. I think it's been a blast. I think it's been great. I think 1 hour and 15 minutes is a very beautiful time to have spent together on the Sunday evening. Any questions for the audience? Yeah, what type of content would you like need to make? Tell me that. Tell me the type of videos that you guys would like me to make. Does sharing yourself with us feel like a non-religious spin of communion to you? Huh. Are you giving back for the privilege of being a survivor? Nice. That's a good one. Definitely, man. Yeah, this definitely feels like doing communion in a non-religious way. It's the same thing in essence as a fucking pastor sitting in church in a sense. There's definitely a part of ego there. And I'm aware of that, obviously. Like you have to have a strong sense of self-awareness and ego, and like you have to delude yourself a little bit that you're important enough to sit in front of the mic and talk to 25 people. That's definitely there. I love hearing you, Viking, and I love ta- uh, reading your comment. Thank you, man. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. I know the club Nia. I moved to another. So I just asked this guy who's from Valencia if he knows Nia, and he knows it. Fuck yeah, man! I was in there last week. I moved to another country. It's due to the lack of opportunities back then. Can't wait to be back for Christmas though. What happened to your podcast? Did you used to pay your podcast guest? Hell no, I don't got money to pay my podcast guest. Love to see you being you, living a life, and how you interact with others. I really enjoyed listening to you. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. I had a blast broadcasting for you guys. How is the bench press going? I don't flat bench anymore. My shoulders all fucked up. I only do incline bench anymore, and that's going good. I'm at 85 kgs now, so I only do incline with like a super narrow grip. Otherwise, my shoulder hurts. Oh man. Any one-to-one interviews with your friends coming again? I don't think anytime soon. You guys like that though? You want to see me do a podcast with one of my friends again? Thank you, John B. Appreciate that, man. All right, guys. Content wise, would you consider analyzing movies, trends, sociologically, psychologically, all in terms of self improvement? Movies, trends. Okay. Okay. Let me think about that one. That's a good one, though. How are you? How are things with your lovely girlfriend? I'm single now, but we're all good. Please pray or wish well. I'm in a difficult time in life. We got you. We're thinking about you. Rigoberto. Life is just life, I guess. Guys, yeah, I had a blast. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. You can always use the super chat button below the chat box as well if you appreciated the live to send over $1, support the channel. Make sure you have hit the thumbs up again. Um, and if anyone is looking to get in touch with me for my mentorship service, coaching service, you can send me an email at lorenz.priest@gmail.com. And that's it. We can make things happen. So I want to say thank you so much to all of you guys for making this an epic, epic broadcast. 1 hour, 19 minutes in, going hard. It was amazing. I had such a blast. I have expressed so many ideas. I know so many people are gonna, you know, listen to this later and say like that was crazy. That was a really good episode. I already know that. So I want to say thank you for all the people who asked a lot of good questions and stuff. Thanks for your valuable insights and positive vibes. It was a blast, guys. We should do this more. It was fucking awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I can say, man. I'm terrible at outros. I just keep rambling. I guess I'm always waiting for like I don't want to miss the last comment before I turn it off. But I think we're honestly done though. I love you guys. It's been great. Life is beautiful. Remember, the meaning of life is to try. That's it. Peace.